In short, they aren't the easiest prey to catch, which is why orcas often team up to attack the dolphin from different directions and confuse it. Also, dolphins hunt at very high speeds, which simply don't allow orcas to swoop in and bite them at the same time. The orcas don't get too upset about that. They've learned to ram their prey, toss it into the air, and pull off other similar tricks to stun it. And only after that, they start biting. Scientists and those who take interest in marine life have known this for a long time. So imagine how surprised the researchers were when drone footage showed Pacific white-sided dolphins playing very close to the toothy jaws of orcas. That is, the orcas simply had to open their mouths and make one bite to kill dolphins. But the dolphins felt just fine. However, a little later, it turned out that the dolphins really had nothing to be afraid of. Those were the so-called southern resident orcas, which eat only fish. Dolphins, as you remember, are mammals. And yet I think these guys still acted very boldly. It's not that hard to mistake one species of orca for another, and one mistake like that will cost the dolphin its life. While orcas and dolphins not being on friendly terms can hardly surprise anyone, you somehow don't expect danger coming from polar bears. I mean, they're certainly predators and proficient hunters, but usually they don't eat dolphins. Well, they do now, since the temperature of the planet began to rise. Actually, dolphins rarely venture far north in the Arctic. They prefer the subarctic, where there's less sea ice and more open water. But global warming allows them to travel further north, where polar bears are already waiting for them. You can understand them, too. The environment is changing rapidly. The menu's expanding. They need to somehow adapt. And one day, the researchers noticed a polar bear that was eating the carcass of a dolphin.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got what should prove.
All right.
Off we go from Denver. Take it in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Joystick, good shit.
He's past the 30.
Good shit, good
he
shit.
Will score. Touchdown, Broncos. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They start on the ground with Elliott.
Good block, good block, good block.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Yeah.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Keep going. I got you next
3
time.
yards on first down, just 1 yard there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Elliott.
Good shit.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They'll try again with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Begin the drive with Williams. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson.
Damn, you let him get that?
Complete. And he's finally taken down. It's a big gain there. It will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
That in a nutshell shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact in the next-gen stats. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that point from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Pollard going to try the right side. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Prescott to throw it. Open man is Noah Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now Prescott. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Looking to throw, Prescott.
Damn.
Popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Oh, you motherfuckers and shit.
takes this one
Yeah, we got the ball
into
up for
the
that.
end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Good shit.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Damn.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson.
Oh, you
This is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-down touchdown passes. And the Broncos will extend their lead of the half. That's good.
Oh, he talking shit. Oh, I ain't about to quit, little bitch. I ain't about to quit, little bitch. Come on, man. Hey. Oh, this motherfucker. Listen to this, Lord. Come on, nigga.
That's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 35.
Shut up, punk.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Washington now brings this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 29-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down to 30. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Caught left side by Hilton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 16. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down the 15-yard line.
But that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
It's time to get little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
All right,
extra point by Moore, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
They quiet over there now.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Kind of suspect.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dorrance Armstrong. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They try the left side here with Williams. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Williams again, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner. Knowing you just...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Some defense, fellas. God damn. Let's go, Lope.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Let him do that. I can't help y'all, fellas.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
first down carry, it's Williams. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And he'll
tear apart any living creature that falls into the water. While this is just a myth, 8 to 10 million years ago, there was a mega piranha on our planet. It grew to 28 inches long and weighed up to 22 pounds. That is, it was 4 times as big as modern piranhas. But size is not all that matters, even by the most conservative estimates. The bite force of this creature was 4 times greater than that of the largest piranha. Judging by the test, Megapiranha's teeth were strong enough to bite through the thick outer layer of bovine femur, turtle shell, and even the armor of certain catfish species. This indicates that Megapiranha could, in theory, eat animals with a hard shell, as well as some. Apparently, they've got the shape of their teeth to thank for that. Megapiranhas were a kind of transitional species, and their teeth could not only cut and tear like modern piranhas, but also crush, which means their prey stood no chance at all. Experts have concluded that the megapiranha has a greater bite force than many other animals, including extinct megapredators. Some even say that if someone shrunk a T-Rex to the size of a megapiranha, its bite force would be less than what this giant fish can generate with its jaws. Actually, it's understandable why its descendants still know how to bite properly. Research shows that modern black piranha can produce a bite force of 320 newtons. That is, it bites harder than any bone or cartilaginous fish ever recorded to date. Relative to its size, of course, a piranha's bite force is 30 times its weight. This bite is stronger than that of the American alligator. If, of course, one assumes that the alligator would shrink to the size of a piranha. This means that when provoked, this little fish can easily bite through steel bars and damage Kevlar fishing nets when caught in them. There is, however, other data. Shark researchers have documented a record-setting bite in the waters near Mayor Island, New Zealand, and it was delivered by a mako shark. To measure the force of the bite, scientists used a special device attached to the end of a long rod lowered into the water. At first, the bites were relatively weak, but quickly grew in strength as the predator got excited. Eventually, it was recorded that the shark was able to produce an impressive bite force of around 13,000 newtons. This is far more than other species, including the fearsome great white sharks. Their bite force is only 10,000 newtons. The saltwater crocodile beats all competitors, though. It bites with a force of 17,000 newtons. But what about our own ancestors, or distant great-great-grandparents? In 1935, a German anthropologist found that the fossil
Not my great great.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approached this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
back to Mixon on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Here's Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds.